welcome to Who Corner to Corner, the podcast for Doctor Who fans across the world. My name is Paul, and I am joined by my jolly good friend, Geoff. How are you today, Geoff?
Watto, how are you, sir? Very good.
Very good, excellent. I'm jolly pleased to hear it, that's for sure. Now, we have a very special treat for the boys and girls tonight. We have an episode of our very favourite science fiction fantasy adventure serial. Ho, ho, ho. What could it be, Geoff, do you suppose?
It's rather spiffing, isn't it?
It's very spiffing.
I'll let you tell the boys and girls.
Oh, jolly good, why not? Yes, I'll tell all our lovely listeners exactly what they're going to be watching and hearing tonight with us at Who Corner to Corner. As I said, it is an episode of our favourite TV science fiction adventure, Doctor Who, and this particular adventure is called The Moonbase, in that all the action happens upon the moon, which we can see at night. If you look outside on a clear skies, you'll see the moon shining down like a paper lantern amongst the velvet blackness of the stars and whatnot. Anyway,
Johnny?
Mr. Geoff.
Johnny?
Oh, God, they're coughing Bob Flemings again.
Oh, no. Oh,
Shall we?
Country classics. Us.
Shall we continue?
Johnny? Yes.
Let's
Right.
crack on.
On the count of three.
Wait, one has to get one's internet ready.
Don't talk to me about internet.
Don't talk to Geoff about the internet, ladies and gentlemen. He's having some real problems. We've been trying for 24 hours to get him online. Right, anyway, enough nonsense.
Screw you, Sky.
Wow, you jackass.
Black.
Right, you ready? Episode 1. The Moonbase. Here we go.
Let's go.
Cybermen.
1, 2,
3, 2,
go.
1.
I think we missed time there.
Now, do you notice something about this particular opening here, Mr. Geoff, as the screen divides and swells into a blaze of various Rorschach-type patterns and resolves itself into the words Dr. Oho?
Dr. Oho. I notice it's black and white.
Yeah, there is that. It's 1960-something, mate. Yeah. But it's the Hartnell titles, isn't it? Or the same ones.
So this is series 4, isn't it? So
this is series 4, which begins with the 10th planet, which is kind of weird, right? So we had did it begin with 10th planet? I think it does.
I think it did, yeah. New series, but with the
so we just had a regeneration.
When
so
did
this
that
is
happen
how many
again?
episodes into Troughton's tenure now? Is his 3rd story? You're asking me now, aren't you, Governor? 1966, I believe it was. 1966. Such a long time ago. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? So this story was originally, I believe, called The Return of the Cybermen for ages.
But there's obviously a fairly large problem with calling it that, isn't there?
What's that then?
But it gives away the whole thing.
It gives away the title, yeah. It gives them away. Because they're not actually revealed in here until quite end of episode 1, start of episode 2, I think.
Yeah, it is quite late in it, I think, yeah. Which is
now,
quite
weirdly,
good.
Sorry, go on.
It's quite a good end, reveal, isn't it, to have that?
I think so. Yeah. Now I've got a confession to make, and this doesn't make me feel good. I'm not going to lie, but I get a feeling that actually Geoff knows and has probably seen this story a lot more than I have.
I have. I had this one on DVD, and I particularly liked it. It's one of my favourite Troughton stories. But have you not watched it that much? Do you not like it?
I've watched it once. That's it. I've only watched it the very first time when I got it on DVD. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've only read the book of it once as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which, of course, the book totally gives us the game away because the target novelisation, it's called The Cybermen. So, I mean, it's got a picture of... Guess what it's got a picture of on the cover, Geoff?
Well, sometimes these books got things wrong, so it's probably got a crueltane or something on the front.
That would be an interesting thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. How that worked out, I don't know.
But
So when had we
actually just finishing off that one?
Oh yeah. When had we seen the Cybermen before this? Was it in the 10th Planet? So this is a return not long after the first appearance.
Literally a few stories on, isn't it?
And
because they were so successful.
Yeah. And Troughton had him quite a few times, didn't he? Invasion and was it just a 2?
No. 4, I think. This one, so the Moonbase, Tomb of the Cybermen, the Wheel in Space,
which we've looked at.
And the
We've done
Invasion.
Tomb of the Cybermen, haven't we? Yeah. Invasion's great. A bit long,
I
perhaps.
love the Invasion.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So we did an episode a little while ago talking about the animated reconstructions and stuff, didn't we?
Didn't we? Yeah, we did. You're right there, Geoff. We like the cartoons.
You can go to the archive for that if you want. I quite like the style on this one. I was just going to say, good.
I love the styling of it. Yeah. I mean, obviously it takes it from the TV show because that's pretty much exactly what they look like. But they just look so cool. Look at Annika Wills there as Polly. It's proper 60s style, isn't it? This is like, the Avengers in space or something, The Prisoner and all of that kind of thing. It's very much into that zeitgeist of pop art.
Yeah, like they're wearing the shades
cool
and they've got
a
proper fishbowl helmet and stuff.
Yeah.
I quite like they're having a bit of fun bouncing around here, and it's got ridiculous comical sound effects on it as well. But yeah,
I wonder
like
what the original
would
have looked like.
Yeah. God, that's a good point.
If there's a little clip surviving or something like that.
I don't know. I tell you what, there's not going to be much wire work on that, is there?
Do I detect a little bit of sarcasm there, Mr. Geoff?
Yeah, I want when you see all this here, the animation, obviously they were able to sort of expand it all a bit, aren't they? I'd love to see what this.
Yeah.
So I was just going to say, like that vista of the moon there and the base. I wonder what it looked like in the original.
I think you find out because I think we do get a shot of the Moonbase, don't we, from the surviving episodes? So I think it's only 2 episodes that are animated, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So in that respect, I guess they've got to reasonably or follow it reasonably closely. The aesthetic from the actual. Otherwise, it's going to look too jarring, isn't it?
Too jarring, yeah.
2 completely different looks. But they do manage to style it up a little bit, I think, because one thing you don't get on these space helmets in the animation is the misting on the inside of the glass bowl there, which I think was an issue when they were filming it on 35mm film or some such kind of thing.
Well, they could have taken a leaf out of Jim Cameron's book and had CG face glass for the face masks.
Yeah, I think you're getting ahead of yourself in technology and stuff there, mate. If only we could bring future tech back in from back into the 60s, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's like you, mate. He's falling asleep on the job.
He's nodded off. I still find it absolutely crazy that, this is missing. That wherever the audio for this came from, someone recorded that in their living room in 1966 or something. And there's no complete footage of it left of the episode. Oh, look, his veins are turning black. Do you know what I mean?
Some sort of space virus.
Just think about it. It's like, what it's like an MCU film or something just vanishing, being binned and lost. It's just really hard to think about.
I know
that happening.
It's quite crazy. I mean, we're massively grateful that the audio survived. Through those fan recordings, because if they didn't, we'd have no chance.
No.
There would be literally no record, probably apart from the script or copies of the script or various fragments of the script and the novelisation, I guess.
And maybe some telly snaps,
Well, yeah, but they came from just literally taking photographs of the TV screen,
of the TV light,
which is mad like when you think about it. Yeah, exactly like I'm a modern day telesnap archivist. That's what I do. But the difference is, I can freeze frame my TV. Obviously, they couldn't do that in the 60s. They had to set up a proper SLR film camera, right, and have to know enough about it to be able to control the shutter speed and everything else, and the brightness level and all, ISO and all that kind of stuff, so they get a nice image that isn't washed out, that has a reasonable contrast from a tiny little TV screen, nonetheless, with probably shed loads of reflection on it. I'd say that's, these guys they knew what they were doing. John Cura, I think, was one of them, and a few others, sort of amateur hobbyists who did this stuff. But, it was a lot easier doing that still than recording or trying to record actual video from the TV, actual TV signal. Yeah,
that would have been...
it's difficult. Just wasn't the sort of technology that existed in people's houses. I think the demons, or part of the demons, came from an American off-air recording that someone had done. But but that was obviously a little bit later, so that would have been 72, I guess.
I'm just
maybe
looking
a little bit later
some,
because it was in the States, so it might have even been 78 or something, or thereabouts.
I'm just looking at some of the telly snaps.
I was going to say a little bit later over there. Anyway,
you're an expert telly snapper. You worn out your pause button. There's
Gravitron. I love the idea of this. There's a Gravitron that. Now, what does it do, Geoff? Remind me here. Does it control the Earth's weather or something, or is that the seeds of death? What does it do, this Gravitron
I don't
thing?
know. I'll look that up. I'm just looking at some telesnaps, and you're right. You can see the mist on their mouths in the
bit of movement
helmets. Yeah, but they've also Patrick Troughton looks really cool in his goggles that he's got on, and there is a picture of one of the jumps happening. I suspect they might be leaping off part of the set there, so that's quite interesting. Yeah.
So I like this as well because the Moonbase crew are they're all men actually. There is that, but at least there's an attempt to have them at least from other countries. It's not just which I think was kind of part of the mix in the 10th Planet as well. There seemed to be a sort of more effort to represent various global nations or a globalized Earth, I guess. Which I think is a bit of French.
Be quite accurate for something like this taking place,
Jim,
like
quick,
the
France,
space station. So, what are the symbols on their screen again? I can't.
I don't know. It's so the Gravitron's a little bit flaky, isn't it? Because Matey Boy, Geoff in space, fell asleep on his desk there, and it all seemed to go a bit hair white. Yeah, it is weather control. There you go. So
just heard that.
He's got the fluence, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So there's hurricanes. So somehow they're using gravity or whatever it projects from this big gun to control the weather. We're not going to worry about that, are we?
No. They could perhaps they solved
take that as it is.
Global warming.
Well, indeed, maybe that's what it is. In response to climate change, they developed this massive Gravitron gun, and they keep firing at the planet to control hurricanes and keep them away from population centres, I think. So as soon as the Gravitron goes down, those hurricanes are just going to go wild across the planet and create havoc and death and destruction. So there's the thing. I mean, this is all kind of, regardless of the science or whatever, it's all kind of set out within the first episode. We see the danger here of what upsetting that Gravitron thing actually means for all the people on the planet below. So that's telling us the stakes, or showing us rather than telling us what's at stake here and where the danger could be. And it gives us a nice little sort of mini story to lead into episode 1, doesn't it?
I was just thinking, presumably this base would be some sort of government-funded thing, but in like Bond films, the baddies always have their bases built into the rock faces or something, or into a mountain. And I always think
someone's been playing practice golf. Go on, sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd love there to be a film where they go to the bank. Yeah, can I get $17 million to build my evil lair in the side of a mountain in Italy, or, on the moon? Where do they get the money and the and the personnel?
Yeah. See the interview, the application interview. So, what exactly would you like the funds for, Mister Golden Claw? Yes, actually, I want to build a secret base. A secret base, jolly good. And what sort of activities will you be operating from this secret base? I intend to hold countries to ransom. I intend to threaten various nations with atomic bombs. I intend to kidnap and extort various government figures across the globe. Good, jolly good, nefarious, and so on. Who knows?
And I intend to order large numbers of mutant sea bass with fricking laser beams attached to their heads.
Mutant sea bass, is it?
Is it sea bass?
It's a long time since I watched Old Austin Powers.
Yeah. Let me look that
up. So you can
I
pretty much quote it word for word, can't you?
Sea bass with laser.
So anyway, about the Moonbase, which we're actually watching and allegedly commenting on.
It's sharp.
We have an outbreak of some kind of freaky virus, which has taken new companion Jamie Fraser Hines. He's quite new to this at this point, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
So he joined in the Highlanders, the Jacobite Rebellion.
I too,
and he was
like to live dangerously.
So he's what's he doing? He's hallucinating about some Piper. The McCrimmon Piper. Some kind of harbinger of death, some sort of spectral death figure.
I wonder if that's bait. What did he call it?
The Piper. The McCrimmon Piper. So McCrimmon's his family name. So presumably this is like a family fable that runs on from generation to generation. We are the McCrimmon Piper, Jimmy lad. And that comes for ye. That's the end of your days. You had out that. Now, what's your heat?
Ooh, he
don't look well, does he?
He does not look well, that chap.
He was the first one to get it. This is like COVID all over again. I'm getting COVID vibes. I don't quite understand. It's not like a real disease at all. Not real? What more do you want? I love reading subtitles. It's brilliant.
Oh, is that what you're doing? I'm listening to it.
Oh, yeah, listen to that and listen to me. That's pretty impressive, mate. I'll tell you now. I can do that.
I've got one in one ear and one in the other ear. So I'll tell you what we'll do. As we're listening, I'll see if we can get a bit of timey-wimey going on. And we will quickly tweet to see what people think of the Moonbase. See if we get any...
I hate it. It's a load of rubbish. There's not even any colour in it. What's that all about?
Hey,
there's someone called Rinsberg.
Right. Let's...
So this guy, do you see him there? Benoit, with the necktie.
Yeah.
Jeff? Right,
yep,
his name says Benoit, and there's a necktie over it sort of flaps down over the T. So apparently his first name was Jules in the scripts, right? But the other French guy also had a first name, Jules. So they decided late on they couldn't have two French people who were called Jules, because that would just be ridiculous. So they changed one of their names. Can't remember whether it's Benoit or the other guy, but someone will know and tweet in, I'm sure, please do. And so he wore the necktie and hung it down over his badge to cover the J. So you couldn't see that his name was actually Jules Benoit when they were calling him something else. So it must have been him.
I did not know that.
Fact finders. There you go. Yeah. Although I think the novel still has him as Jules, so it doesn't really matter.
Why couldn't they have him as
this creepy
Jules?
Storeroom, Jeff. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no, they've spilled salt on the
Someone
moon.
spilt the sugar.
That's going to cause problems, isn't it?
That sugar's pretty free flowing there, isn't it? In 1/3 gravity.
That's a very good point. Is that the sort
or does the
of thing that
Moonbase
bothers you?
have? Well, maybe the Moonbase has near Earth normal gravity because it's got a Gravitron in it. So
yeah, of course.
Because that's normal, isn't it? It's easy.
Look, they got lots of bags of
I'm
sugar.
not going to worry about it.
I
Huh?
won't worry about it. They got loads of sugar.
I know
You've
they've got
seen
loads
it.
of sugar, yeah, but they're more worried
Yeah.
about it than I am. There was a Cyberman silhouette on the wall a minute ago. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It was very nice bit of shadowy lighting on that.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Again,
bet
I
this
wonder what
would
this
look,
would have looked like.
that's exactly what I was going to say. I bet this would look quite creepy,
Yeah.
in 60s. He's put his hand on him.
He's put his hand on him. No!
Oh.
This is a new power the Cybermen have. They
Yeah.
look less human in this, don't they? Because they've obviously had a bit of a costume change, but now we're seeing a bit more of them. See, would anybody watching this at the time distinctly recognise that as a Cyberman claw? Because in the 10th Planet they had very human hands, didn't they?
Yeah. I quite like that. It's
And they
a
didn't
sort
have
of,
the kind of practice golf balls.
no.
They would have had handles on the side of their heads, but they were slightly bigger, I guess. So maybe it's one of those things where people are like, oh, is it Cyberman? Could it be, possibly?
But
those things from a few
also-
stories back?
That's relying on the fact that people would have been watching every week. Obviously the internet wasn't around and magazines and all that, so there's quite a good chance I'd say that watching it,
people had,
their return
exactly.
was
People
a
had better
genuine
memories in those
surprise.
days.
What are we talking about?
Hey, what? Who said that?
I
Who are
like
you?
that the Cybermen have got clawed hands there. It looks really good. It's just
It does,
another
but we've got to
human.
think, we don't know for sure it's the Cybermen just yet. Annika
Yes, of
Wills
course.
as Polly. She's great, isn't she? Love
Yeah.
Polly. The trouble with Ben
Yeah.
and Polly, I think, is they're just not in quite enough stories.
That's what I was just going to say. She wasn't
sad
around
in
for
a
that
way.
long, was she?
No, it was only... When did she start? In the War Machines, which was before... So the War Machines, the Smugglers, the 10th Planet, and then this handful of Trown stories.
Yeah.
The War Machines apparently also came from the mind of Dr. Kit Pedler,
Did
who
it?
sort of wrote this one and the 10th Planet and all the Cybermen stuff. He wasn't really a script writer, so Jerry Davis, the story editor, did most of the writing, most of the actual scripting.
Yeah.
But the ideas came from him. The idea of the Cybermen came from Kit Pedler, allegedly because he was undergoing a lot of... He had a lot of trouble with his stomach, apparently. And he was undergoing a lot of surgery for it, and he was reading up and watching stuff on spare part surgery, and just kind of wondered what would happen if that spare part surgery went to the extreme. Would you be able to distinguish between human and artificial? Which is quite interesting, because obviously that's a question that still pervades even today, even more so. In this age of burgeoning AI and increasingly complex chatbots that try to emulate us from day to day, and it's questions that the whole of the film Blade Runner's built on, some sort of existential kind of philosophizing.
There's probably
amongst
quite a
brilliant
good
space adventure.
a modern, timely usage of the Cybermen that touches on all of that stuff that you just said there. But whether it will happen or not, I don't know. What? Well, I was just thinking. Do you think it's a shame that Shooty never met the Cybermen or Daleks on screen?
Yeah, I do really. I mean, he got to meet Sutek, which not every Doctor has done, and he kind of met Omega. He met the Rani.
Yeah, true. I mean, poor bloke. Yeah, I suppose
But yeah, it's a shame. No Daleks or Cybermen.
Yeah, I mean it sort of feels like they are the iconic things, and every Doctor should face them, or at least one of them, and that he didn't was a bit of a shame, and maybe it was
a real
for
shame.
the third series.
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, bring it all back for that. We'll have 2 years of nonsense, and then we'll do all the good stuff in series 3.
Yeah, the secret.
Sorry,
good,
that's terrible of me. I shouldn't say that. I know there's people who like it. So
there is a really good 15th Doctor comic with the Cybermen, which is worth picking up if you haven't read that one. It's really good.
talking of which, I'm just catching up on the WhatsApp. Our good mate Jonathan Wilkins from Titan Comics has been WhatsApping, so I thought he might have something that we can pick up on there instead of what's in Lyrical about Supergirl, which is fine by me, to be honest. I've just realised that the Reality War episode is clearly inspired by the film Supergirl. We'll dig into that at some point. That's a great movie. I mean, it's a rubbish movie, but it's a great movie.
Mm. He says, Ralph's voice is insane in person. The walls wobbled.
Yeah.
He is talking about Galactus, for anyone wondering.
Fantastic film.
As I like to call it now, Fantastic Fire and Ash, because they're dropping it on Thursday.
I think the signal's breaking up there, mate. I think
no, it's not that bad.
No one can hear you scream. The paper's coming, and here we go. Climax of episode 1. Behave with yourself.
Jamie's got huge nipples, but they're actually medical pads.
Look at them things. They're right on his pecs, aren't they?
Whoa, look at
the
that
Phantom Piper.
Michael Craze, what a great surname. So we were talking about Polly just there. Does this go straight into the next episode?
I think so. Yeah, it might do. Okay. Depends how you got your iPlayer set up, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, let's let the old credits roll.
Will you let that just hang? You're just going to leave it hang?
No, I don't know. Do you think each Doctor has a sort of definitive companion? You know, like when you picture a Doctor, they've got a certain companion with them.
Very possibly. I think yes. Maybe with the exception of Tom Baker, because he had lots. Although I suppose Tom Baker's definitive companion for many is Sarah Jane Smith, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So
but then you've also got Leela and Romana, who are all massively definitive.
Yeah.
Davison, I think of Tegan, perhaps.
Yeah.
Sixth Doctor, Perry, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably more than Mel. Ace, the Seventh Doctor.
Oh, hold on.
So maybe I'll do actually. Third Doctor, Joe Grant. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to countdown for. Should we just go with the countdown?
Oh, is it counting down? It is. Yeah, just leave
now,
it. Yeah. No,
3,
it's
2, 1.
Titles.
Thunderbirds, go. Oh, you could probably play the Thunderbirds theme music over this. I mean, it would be horrific sacrilege to do so, but it'd be a lot of fun. You swap them around. I'm going to do that. I'm literally going to do that. I'm going to play Thunderbirds over Doctor Who, and I'm going to play Doctor Who over Thunderbirds and see what that does to my psyche.
Dr. Thunder.
Sense of creeping insanity.
Oh, look.
So here we go. Now we're on a filmed episode, aren't we?
What you might call live action.
We'll see what Jamie's pecs actually look like. Actually, they're quite impressive, aren't they, still?
Yeah. Look at his
quite impressive pecs there, mate.
Nipples.
Good on you, Phrase. Episode 2. I'm going to turn the sound up on this because I want to hear how these Cybermen speak.
Oh, it's coming for him.
It's not speaking, is it?
No. I like these ones. They look really cool.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, obviously a massive redesign. They've still got some distinctive features. So the pan handles on the ears and the headlight, but it's all kind of more streamlined, isn't it? It's reduced down a little bit more. Because I think the feedback was that they looked a bit clunky, and I think they were quite difficult to get into the old costumes as well. The Mondasian Cybermen. Polly screams, drops her
coffee.
I mean, there's nothing like a gender stereotype there, is there?
No.
Goes in, throws herself into the Doctor's arms. God bless.
He looks so beetly with his hair like that, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess that was the plan, wasn't it? Make him more on trend for the kids that day. That day, what am I talking about? Of the day. Sam, Jules, you've got to find these men. Search every square inch.
It's but weird seeing it in live action now.
I know, yeah, it is. It's quite moody. I still moody. It's slightly less stylish, maybe more moody, perhaps. I always find with a lot of these older serials that the camera movements, them great big pedestal driven cameras. You know, they do wobble and shake a bit as they move across the studio floor. I think also, you know, I'm pretty sure that a lot of this stuff was recorded like literally just a week ahead of it being transmitted.
Yeah, I think so. They'd rehearse for a day or two, wouldn't they? Plan out all the blocking and the moves and everything. And then, you know, do it almost like theatre being filmed.
Almost live.
Yeah, it was. And
and they do it all in order as well, didn't they, in these days, I think. They literally start with scene 1, go to scene 2, etc. I think the only bit they did separately was the Kirby Y stuff on the moon. I think they filmed that on film somewhere. And then removed themselves to the telestudio.
You know, chat shows and stuff are done, you know, live multi-camera and things, but I think, maybe more so back then. It's unusual to do it in this sort of setup. I think certainly now, you know, you may get a sitcom done like that, but none of them really have audiences these days, do they? It's like, you know, there's no audience.
I mean, shopping channels use cameras, don't they? Like studio cameras, big things on
like
pedestals.
Chat shows and stuff. Yeah. But you don't get sitcom stuff with an audience anymore, do you?
No. I think most TV stuff nowadays is single camera, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's the famous...
Which is probably, I guess, a lot easier nowadays than it was back then. Because you can... I mean, lighting must be a lot easier than it was. You can literally, you know, program your lighting with software, can't you now?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're in a studio...
And just let the computer take control of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas in those days you'd have to drop everything, reset it. Well, I guess you probably still have to do that, but maybe it's not as complex as it was.
Yeah, I mean, you know, lighting is quite a slow process in some ways, but, you know, in a studio, you just flick your stuff on and off.
You just flood it all.
Yeah.
Flood it all with light.
I mean, obviously we're not seeing this in colour, but it looks sort of quite shadowy and quite moody. You know, we've talked when we've looked at Colin Baker stories before, how, you know, they had some sort of quite atmospheric lighting and things, and then whereas some other episodes, thinking of the Fifth Doctor one with the Sea Devils, you know, it's very bright and kind of very studio.
Die Hard, I mean.
Die Hard with Doctor Who, yeah.
Wow. Warriors of the Deep.
That's the one. But this looks, you know, quite dark.
Warriors of the Deep always gets a bad rep for bright studio lighting, and that main control base in the sea base is control room in the sea base is wickedly overlit. But there are areas in the corridors and some of the storerooms where they do attempt to turn it down a tad, and it has quite a good effect. It does make it a little bit more atmospheric. But, you know, I actually, because I'm a child of the 80s, right? This is where I grew up watching TV during those times. And I used to have nightmares about things happening in bright light rather than in darkness.
Really?
So that was the thing, because it was like you could see everything if the lights were on. In the dark, you couldn't see it as much. So it wasn't as scary. But when the lights were on, you could see this big, green, horrific monster coming at you. That used to freak me out completely. There's no hiding from it.
It was the other way round for you. Oh, I said I dare you to make a horror film set in the daylight where people are scared because they can see everything, and see if it works.
Don't you think it'd work? I don't know. I don't think it would.
No, I don't think it would
lends
work,
itself more to horror, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But genuinely, as a kid, I was terrified of things that would happen in just broad daylight.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
But everyone can see. You can see. You know, I think it's...
Are they adjusting the Gravitron?
Yeah, it's kicking off again. But there's balloons there and everything.
Oh. So there's a couple of comments.
That guy's got your haircut, Geoff. Look at him.
Which one?
He's got your haircut.
Him?
This one turning around with his wife and family. Look at that. That's how you style yourself on. Now I know.
Now they've put eggs on that.
Well, at least that fella. They got to wear shower caps in this room.
That's it. I've rolled my
Ben
bath
Moore can
mat
still
up.
do his necktie, bless, because, he's French.
So we've had a couple of comments come in. Martin Havel says, Benoit, gay or just French? Which I think is possibly a reference to Benoit Blanc from Knives Out as well.
Or is it because he's wearing a necktie?
Well, it could be. Martin, when you hear this back, if you do, let us know. And John Porter says, I enjoy it, actually, bearing in mind Jamie was a late addition. It's the great base under siege template. Huge fun. So what's that about Jamie being a late addition?
Well, because he was only contracted to be a companion once he'd actually been in the Highlanders, which was only a couple of stories before this one, right? So this script, whilst it hadn't been fully written, it still wasn't planned to have, it wasn't storylined with Jamie in it. So for a lot of it, he's kind of unconscious on that bed, a fear of the paper.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently it's the truth.
Clear skies and a heat wave.
Hurricane Lucy, look at that. So they are battling climate here, aren't they? They're battling to keep these massive storms away from population centres, which always strikes me as something like, what they do. I mean, it's an interesting thing, perhaps, because obviously it's quite topical, right? So, we are actually undergoing some climate change right now.
Yeah.
And here's a story that kind of foresaw that eventuality. And actually, it probably was because Kit Pedler, he also did a thing in the early 70s. He did Doomwatch, which was all about sort of science stuff gone a little bit mad. But I think climate and rampant industrialisation had quite a lot to do with that. And he also was quite interested generally in sort of cutting back on consumerism and just throwing everything away. He was a massive proponent of recycling before anybody had even started talking about recycling stuff.
Really?
He was very much into that. So he was very much a kind of visionary sort of guy. He's sort of like a sort of low-key Arthur C. Clarke in some ways, I reckon. And they brought him into Doctor Who just to be their sort of scientific advisor, just to kind of check some of their science facts. And obviously, a result of that is that we got the War Machines, because, he's the one who decided that there would be a massive centralised computer that would control all our data and networking and communications and things. And that became Wotan in the War Machines.
Yeah.
And obviously the Cybermen, which is his big legacy to Doctor Who. That whole spare parts conversation, which kind of turned into this stuff. An enduring, topical, ever-current monster for the Doctor to defeat.
Yeah. Quite a lot of, themes and things that were, that are relevant today still.
Yeah, exactly. And if only someone had actually done something about them back then we wouldn't quite be in the mess we're in now. But if only they do something about it now,
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think with the people who've got lots of money, if they actually
but they don't believe it, mate.
Pocket,
that's the trouble. Where do they get their money from? Oil-based industry. So why would they want that to stop? There you go. See, it just hides the J, his necktie on the Benoit J.
Yeah. It must be taped on.
So Troughton's going around doing some very odd stuff. Can you imagine Hartnell doing this, actually?
No.
He's taking samples. He's trying to see what size shoes people are wearing. He's completely bonkers, isn't he?
Oh, he just slipped his... there
you go.
What the blazers are you doing?
It's Hobson, isn't it? The bass director.
They've got
get on with
shiny moon boots, haven't they?
Yeah, but did you see the little stitching pattern in there, which has been sprayed silver?
Yeah. So,
is Polly taller than Ben, or is it a shoes and headpiece? Sorry, go on.
Have they worked out that it's the Cybermen? Yeah, slightly lost.
No, not yet.
They haven't. No.
The only person who's seen them is Jamie, but he doesn't know what they are, and he's half, out of it anyway.
Well, the guy who saw him in
this fever that is striking the personnel.
Yeah, and the guy saw them in the sugar.
So the only ones who would recognise it as a Cyberman, the Doctor, Polly, and Ben. But there you go.
He's dead.
That's got to freak
She
you out, innit?
saw something, didn't she? But is she going to scream?
They do look pretty scary, these Cybermen, you know.
I love that. His hand moves and the bolt still stays in the air.
No, you freaked out again there. You froze again. If we're talking over each other at this point, it's because you've frozen and I don't know that you're talking.
Yeah, sorry everyone. I've just had my fibre internet installed at home and it's absolute garbage. I've paid for
It's a super high-speed fibre.
500 meg, and let me just do a quick fast test right now. Let's see.
You should ping that up on screen what Geoff's internet is right now.
I'm at
what you
21 megs. No. So 21. Oh, it's gone up. 25. So I know I'm on Wi-Fi and
25 megabytes per second.
It doesn't, which is absolutely awful for something that should be half a terabyte.
That's terrible.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, I'm almost unable to work properly at the moment. So it took 4 months for Sky to install it.
I'm right at the end of my house. I'm as far away from any kind of router as I've got. I've got 180 megabytes a second. I'm not showing off or anything. I am really. Just rubbing it in. Anyway, back to the story. I mean, it's a great set. So who was it who said it was Template based on Siege? Was it they were in a tweet that you read out?
Oh, I think
it is, isn't it? This is
yeah. Let me just see.
This is one of the very earliest examples of that. And of course, this kind of template would go on to typify so many Troughton stories and contribute massively to the success of this particular period in Doctor Who's history.
Mm.
Let's throw a bunch of people together with all their different conflicts and problems, and then we'll just get them surrounded by an invasion of monsters. Brilliant idea. What can go wrong with that?
John Porter, who...
Thank you, John.
Says about Base Under Siege.
Yeah. Terrific.
The chap on the left there, the older chap, he reminds me of someone, like facially, and I can't think who.
What? The big one, Hobson?
Yeah.
He's been in, look him up, because he has been in a whole massive bunch of films and TV stuff. He was one of those faces that would have been reasonably well known at the time, I think. He was in a bunch of TV stuff, and I'm pretty sure he was in a few films, movies, as they're called in modern day parlance.
Motion picture.
Driving old.
Sorry,
these space suits here. I mean, they're amazing, aren't
they? Yeah, I've just noticed it's sort of a pack-a-mack, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. I've got to check the shower, the tubes in, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, I kind of love this, though. It's a sort of like an innocence or a naivety about the realities or the harsh realities of actual space, because they wouldn't have known, really. I mean, the whole space race thing was going on at the time. They hadn't landed on the moon yet, so that was still a few years off. But it's all set against that kind of background of, NASA and the race with the Russians and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there is an attempt to kind of make it look a bit futuristic as well. So, yes, we can have all the clumsy stuff that the Apollo astronauts had, but in the future, we'll streamline it. So it literally just looks like a plastic water bottle plugged into your back. And that stuff that they're wearing, that shower curtain that keeps the vacuum out. That's a massively super advanced meta material that has the effect of 1 million pressure suits, but is incredibly lightweight. So I'm going with that. That's my headcanon.
Yeah, that's your headcanon for it, yeah.
So this is fun. We find out that the Doctor took his degree in 1888 in Glasgow. That's brilliant.
That's like
That's a long way from 2017.
Yeah, that's like Saranga conundrum when the Doctor
did
says
did I misread that, actually? He's talking about Joseph Lister now. Unless he knew Joseph Lister. So they're doing loads of experiments trying to figure out the source of this virus, aren't they?
Yeah, I quite like seeing the Doctor do science and stuff like this.
Mm.
It doesn't happen all
There's a guy in
that
the background
often.
there. I thought he was a studio hand, but he's one of the crew. I thought it's like a studio hand caught in camera. Just the way he's
You
kind of
mean
looking at things, like he
crew?
doesn't really know what's going on. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
see the
him,
guy with
yeah.
the glasses back there.
Yeah,
He just
it looks like he's got his
know.
shirt off. Let me see if anyone else has commented on Twitter. No.
This is great. I love this sort of Doctor Who dialogue where they say things like, "I think perhaps I have." All the old Doctors say that. They all say, "I think perhaps you should," or "I think maybe we should." You know, so it's like inserting words where they don't need to be anywhere. It's the whole pronounced received pronunciation, RP, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think maybe I have. Sorry, go on. Yeah, what?
Do you think that it's how it was written, or just how they spoke back then?
It's just conventions of the time, wasn't it? It's the
Yeah.
same in the States as well, actually. You know, when you look at Hollywood movies and TV shows from the 40s and 60s up to even into the 70s to a degree, they're still very clearly enunciated, right? There's none of the mumbling that you get. Oh no, savage beating on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's harsh, isn't it?
They didn't zap them.
Oh man, that's terrible. What a way to go. But bludgeoned to death by Cybermen on the moon. The tramp's face here is brilliant. He's breathing. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, sorry everyone if you're listening. I'm having major problems tonight.
Look, you're talking over the drama. Old, what's his name, was just killed over.
His coffee's been poisoned.
Yeah, Polly put the kettle on and she killed everybody. Oh my goodness.
That's quite a good effect. How have they done that?
It's a great effect. Love that.
Well, I would genuinely like to
pre-filmed
know. Yeah, how have they done that? Yeah, it's probably an insert,
some
isn't
guy's
it?
hand. Oh, totally, it's an insert. Yeah. I wonder if the hand guy is credited somewhere. Someone is it like one of the crew, or is it somebody like a model? Is it the camera guy? Is it Troughton? Who knows? Somebody will know. There'll be a record of it somewhere for sure. It's the sugar. He's just realised. Everyone takes the sugar in their tea and their coffee.
No, he said
See,
not
I'll be all
everyone
right there
takes
because
it.
I don't have sugar in my tea or coffee. Do you have sugar, Geoff?
No, I'm sweet enough already.
Oh, that's funny, isn't it? It is getting very late now. The jokes are going to be rubbish this time of night.
Yeah.
Not that they're of such a high standard anyway, but they're going to be even worse right now, aren't they? I love the fact in 2070 they still use a sturdy microscope, mechanical microscope there.
Look, neurotropic virus.
It's a large neurotropic virus.
Space plague.
I thought
That's
so.
a better name for it, isn't it?
Yeah, bring on the space plague.
Space
That's
plague.
brilliant. Follows a course of nerves under the skin. But you know, honestly, this is good stuff. There's a weight to this. There's an element of scientific credibility to this. You know, if they say it's a neurotropic disease, it will have the symptoms of a neurotropic disease.
Yeah.
It will express itself in the way that a neurotropic disease. But it's not like they're just clutching things out of the air like they do on other stories. Kill a boot. And what
I was
have you.
thinking that there's probably a parallel discussion to be had about this, and perhaps somewhere on the moon now, the 12th Doctor and Clara are getting into a spider-related disaster.
Well, there you go, indeed. Actually, what year was that
just gonna look it up.
nonsense supposed to take place? Because if it's around 2070, then maybe the Cybermen had something to do with it, and the whole Gravitron thing.
2049.
Oh, so it's pre this then. So this is the second moon. This is the rebirthed moon, I guess. Then
Would
if
be
you're
now,
gonna go with
wouldn't
that.
it? Yeah.
This is the dragon has flown, and the new moon that we formed out of God knows what is now this. I'm not even going to entertain that because. So whoa! Did you see? This is always a thing now. The Cybermen have shoelaces, bootlaces, because his boots are poking out the bottom of that cover on the stretcher bed. Can you just imagine Cybermen having to do it with their bootlaces before they go out on a rampage? Please wait, I have to do my laces. Don't go without me.
Would they not have the Cybermats do it?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Cybermats. With my laces, the guys are already ahead and creating rampage. You got to laugh. And I love it. I love this.
Yes,
Morris Barry.
great.
Apparently, Morris Barry, director Morris Barry there, he used to conduct everything. He used to have his script on a music stand, and then he used to literally have a baton to conduct the actors and the crew and everyone else. I don't know if it's true. I read that story somewhere, so it would be fun if it is true.
Yeah.
Please tell us. People on X and what have you. Someone will know. Let us know if that was actually true or not.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, that was fun. Let's do episodes 3 and 4 in a bit.
Yes, let's do those for next week. So we'll be back for those.
Hopefully by which time your internet will have been sorted out by the Gravitron beam. I'm
about to send a strongly worded letter of complaint to the White Star Line about this. There's a reference there for anyone.
I'll tell you, you're going to cancel your account because that's not fit for purpose. Honestly,
no,
you can't. If you can't have decent, I mean, your what you call it, your fiber's twice as powerful as mine. It's got twice the the capacity. What was it 570 megasecond? Mine's only 210. That's fine. I got like 1 million devices all connected up.
Yeah. If anyone listening works at Sky, get in touch. I want to have a word.
Have a word, mate. You should have stayed where you were on your old non-fibre broadband.
Yeah, it was faster. Right, on that note,
anyway,
TTFN.
Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.